Welcome, history nerds, to TLDS 14 News. Today we'll be learning about the after effects of the Vietnam War. Let's turn it over to Saeed, the expert on the situation.
Thank you, Bryce. Vietnam was greatly affected after the Vietnam War. Prior to the Vietnam War, Southeast Asian countries were colonized by the Europeans. The Europeans imperialized the Southeast Asian countries and spread a lot of cultural diffusion during their time of colonizations. But then after World War II, the Southeast Asians fought back for their independence. North Vietnam, which was known as Viet Cong back then, removed French from power and tried to rule all of Vietnam. Since Viet Cong were communist, the United States backed up South Vietnam from being ruled by Viet Cong. The United States tried many tactics to win against Viet Cong, such as Agent Orange, which impacted Vietnam very negatively. Finally, after 15 years of war, the U.S. lost 58,000 soldiers and decided to retreat and left South Vietnam to be ruled by Viet Cong and by communists. Right now, Vietnam is a developing communist country. During the war, the U.S. used Agent Orange to expose Vietnamese soldiers by killing trees and dense vegetation. This evidence highlights that Vietnam was critically affected by Agent Orange. Present day, 29,867 square miles of Vietnamese soil is still contaminated with Agent Orange. Therefore, they can't grow crops or graze livestock. In addition, Agent Orange is still causing birth defects and diseases. A lot of civilian Vietnamese died and their homes were destroyed. This is significant because when a lot of Vietnamese lost their families and homes, the Viet Cong set up programs called re-education. These were camps for South Vietnamese. Yeah. They would capture them and would force them to do extremely harsh work. So because of these harsh actions, millions of South Vietnamese tried to escape from the South, and an estimated number of about 200,000 to 400,000 people died. This is a huge loss of a population, and till this day, the South and the North Vietnamese still dislike one another. It is because of Agent Orange and the extremely harsh actions the North implemented on the South that affected Vietnam greatly after the Vietnam War. Back to you, Bryce. Thank you.
Thanks for the info, Saeed. Now let's turn over to Luis, who will give us a Vietnamese perspective on what's happening here.
Thank you, Bryce. The cartoon about the Vietnam War shows that 4 years have passed since the end of the war, as shown by the poster that says "End of Vietnam, 40th Anniversary." In the cartoon, it shows the statue of Uncle Sam staring at daughter rocked at 60 feet, while two Vietnamese people are also looking at the statue. One of the Vietnamese people, though, says, "Still struggling to find a meaning in it?" while staring at the statue. Therefore, the message that is being conveyed from the cartoon is that the United States has had no reason to be an interfere in the war against the Viet Cong. This cartoon about the Vietnam War was made on May 11, 2015, by the publisher and editor of The Globalist, Stephen Richter. In the stating, 40 years have passed since the end of the war, and the United States still does not have any explanation on why the U.S. interfered in the war. The facts that are shown by the cartoon is that the end of the war was in 1975, as shown by the poster stating that the 40th anniversary of the end of the war since the year the cartoon was made, which was in 2015. Another fact that was clearly shown is that the United States of America was defeated in the Vietnam War. The limit to the cartoon is that it is a secondary source, so the author Stephen Richter was not in the war or did not talk to anyone who was in the war, therefore making the cartoon have his thoughts about the war. The cartoon's purpose was to inform us that the United States still has had no reason to fight and be involved in the Vietnam War. The values to the purpose is that some people believe it is true, but since the view of the U.S. is not here, the purpose may not be true to the United States. This shows that the author was biased and only showed the view of the Vietnamese, as shown by the cartoon by the two Vietnamese people looking at the statue of Uncle Sam, and saying that the U.S. still has had no reason to include themselves in the Vietnam War. Finally, this concludes what Stephen Richter's cartoon is all about. Thank you, and back to Bryce.
That's great to know, Luis. Now over to Trace, who's interviewing a Vietnamese local.
Thank you, Bryce. Good morning, Phu Que. It's an honor to have you on TLBS 14 News. I identify your point of view during the Vietnam War.
No. Thank you. It's an honor. I was just scared when we were split and North Viet want communists when we were Democrat. And I thought US helped me.
Oh, alright. So, Phu Que, summarize the war. When the war first began, what were some of the changes that affect you until this day?
Well, let's get the facts straight. Like, my paper's flying on the top. Well, let's get facts straight. It's Phu Que. And the city I live in is where US come first. They cause lots of harm to me family.
I am very sorry to hear that, Phu Que. It says how the US have harmed your family.
Oh, gee, Lord. They kill all my agriculture with orange spray and they think my family, Viet Cong, and Viet Cong hurt us and drop bomb everywhere and still exploding.
Proof of the US involvement is good, ineffective, or bad.
Well, obviously Vietnam is now communist, so that shows that US didn't help. The US also left lots of war rubble, which is causing very negative effects till today.
Thank you, Phu Que. Back to you, Bryce.
Well, that's sad to know, Trace. Well, I guess that's a wrap. Come back next time, and we'll talk about how Butler stole the moon.
On PBL's 14 News.